You know, these people, you may be able to tell in chat that here is the point in time when I said, oh, I'm a bit tired today. I'm a little bit tired today. I'm just a little tired today. Maybe the company will reinvigorate me. They didn't show up. They just aren't here. I mean, I'm still getting their money, of course. But they're not here. I find this to be an act of really of great cruelty, personally. Oh, someone is claiming that they are cleaning up. Yes. No, of course. I'm cleaning up my expectations of loyalty. That's what I'm cleaning up. I had a really interesting day today. I had a full-on dinner with Andre situation. Oh, then he left again. Well, that's all the company I get, I guess. I had a full-on dinner with Andre style situation, where there was a guy who I hadn't met in many years. He was someone who worked at the boys' home where I grew up at. And I was a little apprehensive about meeting him because it was like I don't even know, I don't know how to relate to him or anything. Like it must be like 60 years old at this stage, and he was like it was a paid sort of educational figure in my life. But it was nice. It was great. I had a really great fucking conversation. We had some good food. We talked for a really long time. But I am also exhausted from that. And all these people have betrayed me over it. And that's just how it is. That's just where we're at. And I find, honestly, if you wanted me to be really honest with you right now, they can do what they want. They pay me money every month. I'm fine. I'm still getting the money. I don't really care. But yeah, that's kind of why I'm a bit out of it today. Maybe I'm trying to blow up Arasaka. Is what I'm trying to do. Hello. He is not audible. You are not audible, MDef. Oh, you're the normal. Okay, you're not muted. Nothing. Okay, no. Well, our first guest tonight. I could do a really vile joke now, but I'm not going to because Wynn can't defend herself. Yeah, well, I guess our friend MDef is having some issues with his audio situation. I could ask, hey, can you hear me? But of course he couldn't answer because he can't hear me. I mean, I can't hear him. I have been told that today we shall have a situation wherein we finally will get the piss dumplings, although the piss does appear to have turned red, which that's not really something it's supposed to do. If that's happening to you, please do visit a physician. Oh.
Do I?
Yes.
Do I have sound? Okay, yes, for some fucking reason, I spent like 5 minutes trying to figure out why my mic didn't work. Turns out, push to talk. It was just push to talk of activity. So, well. It's Thursday.
Yeah. And so we are, the piss dumplings are coming, and apparently also noodles are coming. Also, they're coming today as well.
Piss and noodles. All right.
Hate noodles, though. I had some great
There we
piss and
go.
noodles today. That was fantastic. Yeah, how have you been keeping? How's the trucking
Uh,
business?
I uh, it's doing. It's it's just look at everything.
Trucking along?
Yeah, I'd say so. Did you see that video I posted last night from when I was
Yes,
down in the
I was about to note that, like the storm in wherever the fuck that was.
the Oak the Oklahoma Panhandle, that part of Oklahoma where people on Twitter will post it and be like, "What goes on here?"
That
And
apparently
yeah, that's
big fucking storms.
yeah. It's it's I mean, it's on the one hand it's very pretty, but on the other hand, yeah, it's incredibly dangerous. If I had any common sense, I wouldn't have been outside, but well, I'm alive,
It
so
looked cool,
can't.
yeah. That's what it's about. That's what life is about. Is taking videos of things that look cool.
Yeah, and posting them online
Yeah.
for various queers and Europeans to look at.
Oh hell yeah! Nah, it was it really that video kind of reminded me of the. I really think that there is an element of happiness for me in being able to see the sky, like being able to see the weather at like a significant distance.
Oh
Um,
yeah,
I
yeah.
really
That was the
enjoy
cool.
it.
That was the part I really wanted to grab was that in the distance, like 60 miles away, the sun was still setting.
Yeah.
The storm had passed over there, and the sun was still you know going down in the distance. That was really cool
Yeah, and that kind of
because
shit
it's
is really
so
beautiful.
flat.
I find, but even when it's like not necessarily freak weather, just be able to see some clouds or like the night sky. There's just something about it that I enjoy. It's like watching
Oh
the
yeah,
ocean, you know?
my favorite my favorite kind of weather I enjoy. Well, I don't. Well, yeah, I'd say I enjoy it. Is when it's in the wintertime and there's fresh snow outside, like a couple, like there's a good amount of fresh, like fluffy snow, and it's at night. It's overcast,
Hmm.
so it's just a straight, it's just straight up a full like ceiling of clouds, and you're in a city or a town, and the streetlights are on, and they reflect off the overcast
Yeah,
clouds,
there's
and
like
then
the
they
light
reflect again
pollution
off
really
the
makes them
snow.
visible. That's beautiful.
Yeah, yeah, and everything just seems to just glow, and
That
it's
is a
like this is really
nice.
enjoyable.
That is a fantastic vibe. That's one of the few situations where I'm like, you know what? I'm fine that it's this cold. I'm
Yeah,
okay
that's the
with that.
same way.
Yeah.
90% of the time, I'm like, fuck this. It's cold. Everything's pale for some reason.
Yeah.
The birds aren't chirping because it's too cold out. There's no leaves on the. Everything looks dead. It's just like, ugh.
Yeah. No, but this
Phillips, give me my seasonal depression lights.
my favorite weather is frog weather. That's I think well established at this point.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But
I
yeah,
think don't
that's
you mention it several times in harm's way?
I don't mention frog weather in harm's way, but I do describe some
Okay.
weather that I like in harm's place. The
Or
name
harm's place.
the name
I'm
of the
sorry.
book that I wrote is Harm's Place, as I'm recalling now,
I'm
not Harm's
sorry.
Way, which is what I said earlier. Yeah, no, but that really is up there. That is, I mean, it's more. I mean, obviously, weather is always about the vibe. I think that it creates.
Yeah, yeah. I'd say definitely another one is, and I guess you do kind of get it more in northern Germany, but also in the Pacific Northwest, just sort of the. And for some reason, I don't get it, but maybe it's just me, but a lot of people just find it depressing, is just you're just in a heavily forested area. I think I think that's literally just fucking frog weather. It's like the temperatures like in the upper 40s, or what's that? And I don't know what that is in Celsius, but it's cool out and it's kind of drizzly. There's a few rainstorms just moving in. No thunderstorms, just a few rainstorms. It just kind of drizzles and everything's just damp. I don't want to say
Yeah.
moist, but yeah, basically moist.
That, but
And
quite warm is my favorite shit. But that at like a cool temperature is also lovely. It really is
yeah, yeah,
lovely.
and the Pacific Northwest, that's like the default weather. It's just cool, overcast, a little bit of drizzle. And one of the reasons that I like it is that it looks gorgeous. For some reason, it brings out the green and everything. So the grass, the trees, the pines are just all super green, and the smell is very lovely.
Oh,
It's
I
like
love the smell of rain.
yeah, it's this it's just the trees, the dirt. I know it's kind of weird to say that dirt can smell nice,
No,
but
no,
yeah, the
but that
dirt
smell
smells.
comes from the dirt. That smell
Yeah,
is the
yeah,
dirt smell. It's
yeah, the dirt smell.
geosmin. Is the it this is the I mean you also only really get rain smell when it hits dry ground. And it's really lovely.
Oh yeah,
It's really, really
yeah,
lovely.
yeah. You don't want to get too much, otherwise you get what's happening in Texas right now.
Yeah, you know what? There's so much news that I didn't even I saw like one minor post about there being huge floods in Texas a few days ago or like maybe yesterday. And that was
It's
it.
basically it just turned into a huge fucking disaster. I think they said because everybody over here was talking about the one all girls camp, summer camp, basically got flash flooded, and they're saying that like 19 children are dead, or with a bunch more missing, most likely dead. Uh, it's looking like it's over 100 total are dead,
BBC is
and
saying 107 right now.
yeah, it's and all that's really happening over here is people are pointing the fingers at each other, and who's to blame? And it's like, well, there's two people you can lay this on directly, but they'll never admit it. It's Elon Musk and Trump,
The White
because
House,
they
meanwhile,
got
rejected suggestions that the budget cuts at the National Weather Service could have
yeah.
inhibited disaster response. I'm gonna put some money on that being false.
Yeah, the meteorologist for that area of Texas has been vacant since April.
Hmm.
So any weather forecasts they had were wildly under. The forecasts that were made did not have enough information about the storm system, and nobody was there to correct it.
I mean,
The people at the NWS tried the best they could, but there's only so much you can do when everything you work on is fucking gutted.
Hi. Hi.
hello.
Hi, Alex.
There is a
Hi.
they have been saying this year we're going into like hurricane season because of the Trump Doge budget cuts, we will not be able to properly predict hurricanes. I mean, that's like
No,
what they
no.
have said
This is
right
true.
on.
There's no way we can accurately predict hurricanes this season, and we're gonna see. I mean, we saw the fuck around, and we're in the season of finding out.
Yeah,
Unfortunately,
well, the thing is that the people who are suffering from this are not the ones who fucked around. That's the problem.
this may sound cruel of me, but a lot of them did vote for the people who fucked around.
Yeah, I don't really care that much. A lot of the people also didn't. I don't think those children did.
No, those kids didn't. They just wanted to go have fun at summer camp, and now they're
White House
now they're
Press
fucking
Secretary
gone.
Levitt rejected attempts to blame
Yeah.
the president. What is happening?
What you got there?
So, technically, do you have a dumpling made entirely out of peas? Well, we did.
I can't
think
Oh, this is the piss.
really see it at all.
I see the wetness.
Yeah,
That was
I mean,
an act of God. She told she told a daily briefing on Monday.
hold on. Can you
Yeah,
see the?
No, it's
There.
not really. But there is something there, but it that seems to be holding
Yeah,
its shape,
I
and it's
mean,
hard
Yeah.
to tell what
Yeah,
it is.
I mean, given that it's mostly made of liquid and it's popped, it
It's popped.
fuck, it is true.
is gooey.
That's the piss dumpling right there.
There we go.
It was, I mean, it popped. I'm going to try again. This is truly abysmal, but I'm going to like. Okay.
Yeah.
Trump,
We needed
who
an
confirmed
at some
Trump pushback when asked on Sunday if federal government cuts had hampered disaster response, initially appearing to shift blame on what he called the Biden setup. But I wouldn't blame
can hate
Biden
this.
for it either, he added. I would just say this is a 100-year catastrophe. And every year there is a 100-year catastrophe.
Yep. It's and the worst yet is that FEMA, Federal Emergency Management, is not going to be able to help people recover from this
Oh yeah, they got
because they've been gutted as well.
yeah, they got
Okay,
their shit cut.
second attempt.
Oh, this is much more visible.
Yeah, that one's
it's
easier
only
to
just
see.
move on from this. I'm going to just.
Did you just eat a piss dumpling?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
This reminds me of watching people eat oysters. Because it looks like people say they love oysters, but they look absolutely miserable eating them.
Oysters are quite tasty. The texture is just so vile.
I tried it once, and it was just like, yeah, this tastes good, but I feel like I'm eating somebody else's like snot.
Yes.
It's not even my own snot; it's somebody else's.
Yeah.
The thing is, you're not in the right
Yeah.
mindset to eat an oyster.
What?
You're not in the right mindset. Like if you just eat the oyster thinking, oh, this is an animal, it will taste like meat, then you're gonna have a bad time. If you eat the oyster thinking, damn, some 7 foot tall goth mommy goddess has just like hocked a loogie in my mouth, then you're gonna have a much better time with it.
I
Yeah,
don't
but
believe I
the
will.
7 foot goth. I'm eating it from a little rock that was made by a pile of slime.
I also
Yes, throw it back.
find
Yeah, that's
the
pretty
whole
cool if you think
loogie
about it.
situation less appetizing. That's
Yeah, I just don't
me.
like
Okay.
Yeah, there's like
Well,
certain
since
body
we-
fluids from other people that I just do. There's body fluids from my own body I don't want to consume, but you just kind of don't have a choice sometimes.
Okay, so I have. I guess I have a verdict on the peace dumplings.
Sorry for comparing your piss dumplings to oysters, which
no,
I was
it's
comparing to snot.
I mean, I think that's a pretty generous comparison, all things considered.
They are considered a very luxurious food item.
Yes.
So, the flavor was definitely not as bad as I expected.
Okay.
The texture, however, was pretty much non-existent. It's sort of like eating slightly coagulated water, but that at the moment pops, like the sort of gelatin cover dissolves or like gets swallowed quite rapidly. So it just that kind of pops in your mouth, but not that much because. And I think this is what I would do if I wanted to improve the recipe and not just consider this a victory and move the fuck on.
Yeah, let's just do that instead.
You could?
We are gonna claim that there's actual piss in there though, right?
Yes.
Okay, at this point I would like to point out that you did just say that you liked the flavor more than anything, so.
Yes. Yes. Sure.
Okay.
That's been happening for a while. Sure, sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You mentioned
Okay.
coagulated water, and that just immediately reminded of when I worked very briefly at a nursing home kitchen,
Mhm.
and thick water was
Oh yeah.
something we served quite a bit to some of
yeah.
the residents.
Yeah.
And so today you're
was
making
the
noodles.
Yeah, it's a double feature. Yeah, well, actually, it's the same length, but there's two things happening in a single dumpling stream. Okay, let me set that up. This is something I made in advance. I need some water, oil here.
So is this dough you made yourself, or is this dough you bought at
She
the
makes
bakery?
everything herself.
You cannot
Okay,
buy.
She
got it.
made the
No,
piss herself too.
I mean, yeah, that's obvious.
you can,
I just ask because, like, a lot of bakeries around here, they'll have certain days where they sell pasta dough and pizza dough. You
Damn,
basically
that's really
just buy
cool.
it.
And these are like ramen style noodles, and that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm doing some ramen soup. I've decided that's the kind of noodles I want to make today.
Do they run
that was a
those
bit
through like an Italian style pasta press in?
yeah, pretty much. Commercially, it just tends to be bigger, but it's literally the same principle.
Are you gonna deep fry it, like
No,
ramen noodles?
no, that's
What do
instant
you
ramen.
mean,
Like
Or that's
like-
yakisoba? That's
What?
yakisoba. My bad.
no. Like instant ramen is fried. Soba is basically wheat. Soba is buckwheat noodles. And
Yes,
ramen
yes.
noodles are the same thing, but with wheat instead of barley.
With weed?
Wheat.
Mm.
Yeah, just with the wheat
Weed?
flour. No, wheat. I mean, yeah, you could do
Marijuana?
it. I mean, I reckon you could like make ramen noodle edibles. Why not?
I mean, is
I mean,
there
you
anything
could. I don't know
fatty
if
in
I-
ramen noodles?
Oh yeah,
the broth.
like I mean, not in the dough itself, but like in every ramen noodle is served with like every bowl has a sauce base, and
Yeah.
then like some kind of oil, which can be something as simple as that, or something like more involved, like some kind of oil infused with maybe scallions with like.
I was thinking specifically of the
garlic
noodles
oil,
because in order to
you
hold
comment?
like THC, you need a fatty solution, unless you do some real food science to it.
In that case, you could like make some like THC infused aroma oil.
Yeah. Like anything that has like an oil base, anything oil fat, you can infuse THC into.
You could also like infuse it into the broth, especially like a tonkatsu style broth. That's like very fatty, very emulsified, very rich.
Yeah.
That has tons of fat in the.
Friend of mine made or he intended to make. I don't even know if he ever did it, but he it was like a steak butter with that was infused. The problem with him was that he would like make edibles, But he was such a good cook that the edibles were incredibly nice to eat and flavorful, and also very loaded with weed. So that would always ultimately be a recipe for disaster.
Trojan horse cooking.
Oh, so it's sort of like the whole Dan Avedon from Game Grumps talking about how he made a whole tray of pop brownies, and he ate one, got really high, got hungry, saw brownies,
Yeah.
ate another one, got high,
Yeah.
got hungry, ate brownies. He
Yeah.
ended up being like high for 3 days.
Yeah, when that happened, everyone had like his brownies for the first time. Which, to be fair, I wasn't even high at that stage. Their edibles hadn't hit yet, and I was like, I'll eat another one. That was so delicious. But those were so powerful that I know that I wasn't high for a week, but I fucking felt like it.
One of my like things on my bucket list I want to do. I don't think I'll ever be able to do it until like I stop becoming a truck driver, and hopefully by that time my dad's still in good health. Is that I want to get high with my dad.
Hell
That's
yeah.
something I've always wanted to do.
Hell yeah.
Because
You were in the
What's that?
Marines, right? Or Army or Air Force?
yeah, Air Force. My dad was in the Army, and he went to
Penis.
he talked
Seagull.
to yes, penis. You missed the pea dumplings. But yeah, my
That
dad.
means the curse probably still isn't resolved.
So my dad,
Let's move
while he
on.
was in,
I'm really going to move on.
so while my dad was in the Army, he apparently was a big imbiber of like pot and cocaine
Hell yeah.
while he was over there.
Drugs are cool.
Well, he
Yeah,
kind of needed to take drugs. He kind of needed to be in an altered state just to deal with being
that
over
shit,
there
it's so difficult being in like a war type situation.
in a jungle in a
Did
swamp.
did the camera catch my hair getting caught in the pasta machine?
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
thank God it's manually cranked. We could have had a live leak moment there.
But the reason why I
That's
brought it up
actually-
was that there was a guy recently. I think he was in MEPS for the Marines,
Yeah.
and he tried to
Yeah.
go in for. He tried to use one of those fake penises so that you could
Oh,
pass
yeah.
a piss test.
Oh, I heard about this. Yes.
The white
Oh,
guy.
yeah, you can, yeah.
Yeah, it was like a brown penis or something, or a different skin tone to his, because they fucking watch you. They are looking right at you. That's the thing that's why I think the thing with MEPS is that gets that kills your fear of being naked in front of other people really quickly. Is that MEPS, because if you can't handle it when you're in basic, you're in big trouble.
It's like you shower
Shout
with
out
dudes.
to
You don't-
YouTube for still
They're
not
just-
giving Gideon's actual IRL boyfriend any XP in chat.
Yeah, that is pretty crazy. He's just like immune from getting chatty XP. I guess that's why he's like
For
off-playing
people who don't
Cyberpunk.
know, MEPS is like the military entry processing station. Usually, every big city has one. It's just a building you go into, and they give you a bunch of physicals, a bunch of tests, and then they say like, "Okay, you're good to go in the Marines or the Air Force or whatever." And then from there, you get shipped off to.
Back when I was a child and we had like mandatory sort of military service in Germany, we used to they used to like what's it? Oh yeah, when you're like 18, you're gonna have to go there, and then you're gonna have to strip naked, and they'll laugh at you. That was like I was
What?
really afraid of that because you're such a pussy and so weak and not made for the military. This is what they used to teach us in the boys' home. And
No,
The
that's,
guy at my MEP station was this old the head doctor, the guy who did the physical was this ancient fucking like Russian dude.
hell yeah.
and like he was processing us, and he'd be like, and he'd have us all line up in our underwear, and he just had us turn around, pull our underwear down, and spread our cheeks, and he had us do that, and he's like, okay, I've seen enough, and then we just had to pull it up and move on.
I
But
went
I
to
just thought that was.
a skin doctor
Oh, go
when I
ahead.
was 17, and to like check a spot of skin on like my back. And she was like, "Yeah, you're here now, and I'm gonna come back, and you're gonna have to be completely naked." And I was like, "Okay, what is this shit?" And so she leaves. She comes back, and not only was I like completely naked, but I also had to like bend over and spread my cheeks. And this was a skin doctor. I was completely unprepared for this situation, and I'm still traumatized by it
She making a pass at you?
because she was doing it so nonchalantly. Like she
Well, she
was
sees
so
dozens of
bold.
people a day.
Yeah.
You know.
But
You know-
I've been to skin doctors since, and not a single one has made me do this.
It was just her thing. Don't worry about it. Like it's just having a little bit of fun, a little goof.
The most recent, like, embarrassing thing I had at a doctor's office was actually a couple years ago. Remember when I got that infection in my leg? And I was having those weird as fuck dreams and shit because I was just in such an infection fever. It was like back in 2021. And I went to the hospital to get it looked at, and they're like, "Oh yeah, you got like a big infection in your leg. You must have scraped against a rock or something, and like staphylococcus got in there." And like they're like, "Okay, we'll put you on these pills, these antibiotics, but also we need to give you an injection of antibiotics." And we'll have the nurse come in here. We'll get those shots, and have the nurse come in here. And mind you, all the nurses there are like these young women, like in their 20s. Somehow they found this elderly nurse, sweet lady, very, very, very nice lady, and she comes in with a tray with 2 giant ass needles. I'm like, oh, those are big. Where are those going? And she's like, oh, we have to do. You get 1 shot in each cheek. I'm like, oh.
Boy.
And so she had me bend over on the table, and she just is like, okay, you might feel a little pinch, and just bam, just a huge ass needle in each cheek.
Were you able to sit after that?
Yeah, I would say I had to like sit there for like a couple minutes just to get over the initial pain because it's like big needle, lots of fluid going in, so you kind of have to just sit there, let the burning sort of ease down, and then I was better. But I just thought of it was like, my thought was like, what was the conversation going on? It's like, yeah, we got this dude in that one room. He needs to have 2 shots in his ass. Do you want to do it? No, I don't want to do it. And then she like pops up. She's like, I've been at this for 40 years. Give me those needles, you pussies.
Hell yeah.
I've shot plenty. I've seen plenty of horror shows in my life, you youngins. She was a very nice lady, but it was like it was very embarrassing.
They've seen too much shit. What's happening on the noodle front?
Okay, I'm about to do like the noodles are done already. I'm just getting everything else ready, all the toppings. I mean the stock, the broth is boiling. Here I have some marinated seaweed.
Nice.
Here I have some onions, and here I'm about to prepare some fish, some
Ooh.
which I have cured well, I have first brushed with a bit of vinegar, as you can see from the color.
That looks fantastic.
That looks good. I'm not a big fish guy, but that looks very tasty.
I'm a big fish guy.
And then cured between some kombu seaweed. Okay, and now I'm about to cook with my favorite method. Where did I leave the? Okay.
A laser
I should say
beam.
I am a fish guy. I'm not like I said with the oysters. When it comes to fish, I love fish, but when it comes to crabs and lobsters and shellfish, it's like I can pass.
I do like shellfish, unless it's like too much work and too finicky to eat. At which point I'm like, fuck this.
Oh yeah, I've remembered. Like there's like some people who like love oysters so much they'll eat like dozens of them at a time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I just can't-
once I met a person that ate like 50 oysters in a single sitting. Being a sitting like less than 2 hours.
That's disgusting. How do you?
yeah, it's like
even
you just
manage
got a
that?
belly full of snot now.
And it's okay. You're going to like this, by the way. I'm about to cook it.
Oh yes, I love it when we bring out the blowtorch.
And this is actually a really nice technique to cook this kind of fish. Again, this is some pulse mackerel, which is not a mackerel, neither a pulse, also known as Spanish mackerel. Okay, and here's what we're going to do. I'm going to just pass the blowtorch over it, like let it chill for a couple
Give
of
it a nice
seconds,
singe.
and just sort of repeat the process a few times.
Wow,
This is lovely. I like
that's
this.
fantastic.
Okay, right about ready. This is basically the kind of color you want.
The one on the left
Okay,
living.
and then when you get a bit of color, I'm going to let it rest for a bit while I turn it over.
Cool.
And what I brushed on it before was just some melted butter. Okay, and now, as you can see, it's already like halfway cooked,
Yeah.
and it's like
Yeah.
as raw on the other side, and you just want to like do the same thing, sort of just remove the rawness of the other side, and you want it basically not cooked internally, like 45 degrees if I were to like stick a thermometer in that, or less. Actually less, because you're going to put it for like hot broth over it, or put it on hot broth, so it's going to like finish cooking like that until you. Like I'm just going to do the same thing I did with the other side on this one.
Nice.
And I'm going to just give it develop some color.
This is making me terribly
Well,
hungry.
Like about it. Okay. And now it needs to chill for a bit. And it will be ready by the time we get this all ready. Okay, now I'm going to prepare the sauce that in Japanese, which is just going to be some like ginger and some white miso.
Are you gonna
then
utilize
you
the
have-
seaweed?
Yeah, as a topping.
Good.
I don't
Oh,
know if
good. Nice.
And also I used it in the broth.
When you guys were kids, did you guys ever have like a weird like food fixation when you were a kid? Like you would only you like you weren't like a picky eater, but there was always like one kind of food that had to be hidden away, otherwise you'd eat it all.
No,
And
I
I'm not
wasn't
talking
that
about
kind
like
really.
cookies. Oh,
I wasn't
Oh,
that kind
no.
of autistic, sorry.
I would drink hot sauce as a child.
This is
with
not
me it
so
was
bad.
seaweed.
The reverse sort of thing of that with fucking Jello.
Oh, you hated Jello? For me it was seaweed. My dad would buy dried seaweed. And if he didn't hide it, I would find it and eat it all. I don't know why.
That's a real good one, actually, to be like obsessed with as a kid.
Yeah,
I think you're in a very radioactive area.
I don't know
Like-
why, because it's like it doesn't really have. I'm guessing because it's got like a really good like umami savory.
Yeah.
I've always been a big fan of savory
Savory sauce.
over sweets, so that it was I had a savory tooth.
I'm going to drop the noodles in the water right. Oh wait a second, I need a pair of chopsticks. Okay. Wait, I'm going to drop the chopsticks in the water right about now.
I'm considering making a sort of
Damn.
yes, making a sort of a savory baked oats thing with I have like a lot of red curry paste still, or yellow curry paste, I think. And try to find a balance between like the heaviness and like the heaviness of like an ultimately vegan sort of baked oats type situation, but at the same time have it have like that like zest and lightness of a nice yellow curry paste.
Yeah,
That
could be interesting.
Yeah. The problem is I'm planning to do this. You know when you have like a really good idea and you find out, oh, I don't have time to test it before I present it to people? That's kind of the situation where I'm in.
Oof. Well, maybe you want to stick to Old Reliable and then maybe test it out afterwards.
Yeah,
Just don't do
but
it.
you know.
Even
Old Reliable never works when I make it for other people. When I like make, oh look, I'm gonna impress these people. A recipe I've done a million times and it always comes great. It'll come out terrible for no reason.
It's kind of the
Raised by
reverse.
wolves.
It's kind of the reverse for me, where if I make something for myself, I don't put a whole lot of attention to it. So it tastes good to me, but it's kind of like I wouldn't serve it to other people. But yet, when I intentionally try to make stuff for other people, like I don't know. I guess I want to show off.
Yeah, that usually ruins the dish.
I'm better with. I've come to find I'm better with making desserts than anything else.
See, desserts are actually like one of the more complicated things.
I don't know. It's
What?
some about
No.
it's
It's just
Making
sand, man.
I mean, it's a part a big part of the
Stop
desserts is
doing
like
your tracks, man.
well, like the thing is like I like it because it's kind of you're not only like cooking and preparing something, you're like decorating it as well. You want it to like really
yeah, I hate
stand
decorating
out.
shit. I just want the food. I don't give a shit. If you give me a platter of
You
food
say
that looks
I
nice, I'll
decorate?
destroy it. Because I'll eat it
Yeah,
anyway.
well, I'm the same way with everything else. I could like, I'll make like steaks and fried potatoes for dinner, and it's just like I'm not even like plating it. I'm just eating it straight out of the fucking frying pan.
Hell yeah.
Incidentally, today I learned that this man, this Mr. Burger Krieg, will slap the water out of your hand if you offer it to him, because he already has some at home.
Yes. And it's right here in my hand right now.
Why do you have water in your hands?
That's a good question, isn't it, CJ?
Yeah.
Aren't
Why
we
do you
mostly
have
water?
water in your hands that you are offering me? What are you playing at?
Okay,
Because I'm
this is
being a
almost
good
ready.
host.
What is the plan here?
Wait, you said that we're mostly water. Are you like taking a knife and like slicing your palm open? He's
Oh,
like,
no.
here's some water.
All men
That
are made.
looks lovely.
Oh, that looks good. That looks tasty.
I disagree.
I think that's sort of a good shot.
Looks like something you find in a Yakuza game.
In it.
Yakuza.
Delicious fishy noodles.
This is just like one of my Japanese animes.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah.
I like the framing of the shot right now. It's very artistic.
No.
Oh yeah, this could be like an album cover. Oh,
Hell yeah.
It's like the only thing that's in focus in the shot is what it's important. The director
Yeah. Yeah,
very
you can tell
deliberately is drawing your gaze.
First, you
Against
had
the
a,
ball.
a
Right now.
real
Okay.
fucking Werner Herzog thing going on for a second. The only
The
thing in the
director
shot
is
that's
drawing
important. I
your
can't even do
gaze.
it. I can't even do him. The director.
The
I'm going to stop.
director is
What is
drawing your gaze to the important thing in
How-
the shot.
Fucking look- oh,
To the
Okay.
ramen.
I just
Ramen.
like
The
it
director.
just stop late of the fucking fish. Okay, but this is the style of the show. I'm going to.
I don't know. Talking about the setup of this shot is remind me of There's someone on Tumblr who their uncle was learning how to use Photoshop, and like, apparently, his uncle made a piece of Photoshop art that he was so proud of. It was literally a picture of the front of his uncle's house, and he photoshopped himself into the shot 50 times. Like there's a giant version of himself like
Hell
over the
yeah.
horizon, and then it's like 49 other uncles running away from the giant uncle.
Hell yeah, that rules.
I'm like, this is amazing.
Hell yeah.
And it's like the guy looks like an uncle. He's like kind of fat, bald, really red in the face, probably drinks a bit, but it looks like he was having a blast.
Fuck a sea door.
To be the fish.
Cecil left.
God damn it, sea
Yeah,
door.
yeah. Maybe he died.
He doesn't have the dailies.
Is it
He's
good?
back.
Yeah. I don't know if I can include it in like the dumpling list though. I mean, it was in the movie, so I guess it can be in the.
You also need to adjudicate the piss dumplings, of course.
Oh,
yeah,
it was like-
you need to make up for that.
Honestly, it was like literally poison. So I'm doing like tea. So I think he has evolved.
That's a good thing it wasn't poison, because I'd hate to lose you.
All right, let's dedicate some time to dailies.
Hell yeah.
What is this?
This is Daily Dozen Trivia. It's 9 dailies in one, and we have, I think, 1 guess per category.
Do we need
That
to
does
Can
not
we
add up
see-
to dozen.
do every category? Because
I mean, we
Well,
can try.
fuck it, let's go with geography.
Yeah, let's do geography. I'm good at that.
Wait,
Peru.
Yes.
it's unloaded. Okay, there it goes.
Why is there a timer at the
What this
bottom?
picture saying?
It's just so you can see
Okay.
how fast you did it.
NFL, my favorite subject. I definitely
Yeah, let's
know
do
what
NFL.
NFL is.
7th round pick out of the Oklahoma State. This running back gave the Seahawks.
Fucking what?
I have no idea.
I don't
Oh,
understand the question.
Bob
Tom Brady.
Johnson.
No, not Tom Brady. It's
I don't care. We don't know it anyway.
yeah, okay. Well, let's just knock out college football since we don't care. Urban Meyer, head coach at this school. I don't know.
Red Sox.
Florida
Wait,
State.
that's baseball, isn't it?
No. Which college?
Yale.
Yeah, Yale.
Yale.
That wasn't.
Okay, just knock out NBA as well.
well.
Recently traded no one with this Eastern Conference team. Oh, Tennessee Titans. Wait, that's football.
You suck.
NBL
Wait,
is,
what's an
NBA
East
is
Coast?
the baseball one, the basketball one, right?
Basketball.
there.
Yes.
Yeah,
Which
So-
two select? Okay, which? Who the fuck
Taylor
is
Kitsch.
Taylor Kitsch?
That's an excellent.
I don't
I
know.
have no idea who Taylor Kitsch is.
Well, do
Kevin
you
Smith.
recognize another person in there?
I don't
I don't
even
know.
know if Taylor Kitsch is the guy or the girl in the mashup.
Yeah,
That's
Gwyneth
bad.
Paltrow.
That's not
Chain
correct.
restaurants. I'll get this one. Let's see. Wing Street is a chicken wing brand typically co-located inside which...
Pizza
Oh,
Hut.
Wing Street. Pizza Hut. Yes, Pizza Hut.
That's. I've never heard of Wing Street.
God damn it.
It's an American thing.
Fuck
Pizza. There you go. Television. Christian Bale starred in this teen neo-noir mystery drama.
Oh, Drake and Josh.
Drake and Josh.
It wasn't this the Vampire Diaries though? No, that was way later.
Well, this was back when vampires were really popular.
Yes,
So
this was like the beginning
I think
of that
it
era.
might be the Vampire Diaries.
Are you sure?
Wait, no,
Is
no,
the
no,
Vampire
no.
Diaries
it's,
CW?
no, wait.
I think it's Pretty Little Liars, actually. Wait, no.
Because
no,
Vampire
never mind.
Diaries ran longer than this. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Well. Oh wait, no. It says the show ran. It doesn't say that she
I'll be
was
right back.
only there for that time.
I
Pretty
believe I'm
Little
mixing her up
Liars.
with another blonde white girl.
Did I misspell
I
liars?
was wrong.
Fuck.
Identify the movie based on year, director, and cast. 2004,
Oh
Tony
my
Scott,
God.
Denzel Washington, Dakota Fanning. I don't fucking know.
Isn't Dakota Fanning like 20 years old now?
Yeah,
Fucking
isn't she
Boston,
way
too.
young?
Oh, she's exactly my age. So in 2004. So in 2004, she would have been 9.
A child
Yeah.
still.
Oh, geez. If you asked me this back in like 2005, I could give you the answer. I have no idea.
That's fair.
Well, because Dakota Fanning was a big child star back then.
Glacial Indifference is asking if the Pretty Little Liars was about a girl who was in high school investigating her friend's murder.
I don't know the answer to that
think so.
question.
Were there vampires in Pretty Little Liars?
I really
Yes,
couldn't tell you the
probably.
answer to this question.
100
Just
them.
put Transformers.
Hell yeah. She was the 9-year-old in Transformers.
yeah.
That was.
Oh, you should have picked Age of
You lied to me,
Extinction.
Cole.
You lied to me.
Because she had.
Oh, sorry.
Well, you lied to me because she said she'd never turn on me. You lied to me. Are the lyrics of a 1997? Mark
I'm
Morrison.
kind of the lyrics man.
Yes.
but I-
Yeah, this is on you.
I don't know who Mark Morrison is, I think.
It's also
You
true.
are worthless.
Because it's pressing on my bladder in a weird way, so I have to take my belt off right now. Please do not interpret this as a sexual thing.
Oh, okay. Was it the mention of Mark Morrison?
That made it press on my bladder weird? Definitely. It hates Mark Morrison. Return of the Mark.
What?
Oh, This is Return of the Mac!
Return of the Mac?
Yes!
How?
Wait a
how-
minute. Hang
what?
on.
I just...
How did you get that?
It was the first thing that came to mind.
Return of
What
the
is
Mac.
Return of the Mark?
I was gonna do a joke with it being Return of the Mark, but then I realized that it's
I
Return
know
of the
that
Mac.
song, but I don't know the. Okay, Return. Oh wow, it's like the second result on
The
Spotify.
TV show was Veronica Mars.
I remember
and
this show.
The movie was Man on
Hearing
Fire.
about it.
And this was Ellie Kemper.
I don't know
don't
who that
the
is.
Fuck that
either.
is.
Oh my god, it's that one song that goes do 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 do.
Yes, it's a
it's-
great
oh.
song.
It's a good
my
song.
god!
Oh,
Last
that
one.
right one is looking like a snack.
But for 80s,
I think the right one looks disgusting. But
I like
don't
like
the one
rights.
on the right. I think the English people might. But the thing on the left
Yeah.
for like 80 pence is
Yeah.
interesting. I might have that for 80 pence to
A
try it.
piece of toast with onions on it. I
And
guess
a bit of
that's fine.
paprika. There's paprika on it.
Yeah, but that just comes with everything in Hungary. It would have cost more to
Yeah,
step it
that's
up.
true. Yeah, that's true. They do love their crushed
Oh man,
crushed
this
bell
is the
peppers.
stuff on the left looks like something that like English people would look at and be like, "Oh, that looks fucking lovely." The
Stuff
one
on
on
the
Oh,
the
you
right,
say us English don't eat vegetables? Well, look at that green.
the one on the right actually looks pretty good, but it's pretty expensive.
Yeah, I go with the curry cheese chips.
Oh,
Uh,
okay.
uh.
I'd
All right.
We underestimated the English palate.
Polo
Okay.
de la Braza. Ooh, that looks
Oh, I think we've had this
for
one.
240.
For
240?
Pollo alla brasa? Yeah, definitely. Better than gammon, bread, and a pint.
I mean, the pint's doing a lot of heavy lifting there.
Yeah, but I
Why
don't
does
know.
it look like coffee?
That bread looks so bad, and whatever
Yeah,
the
that
fuck
bread-
that gammon
That,
shit
that looks
is.
like the $1. That looks like the $1 Walmart bread.
Literally ham, but yeah.
Hey, it looks like.
Oh
my
God.
chicken burger.
What the fuck?
This
Oh, that-
even
Sitting-
this being.
Hold
Sitting
on,
behind
hold
Hideo
on, hold on.
Kojima.
Hold on.
Oh wait, to
Hang
my
on,
fellow
okay,
Americans in
apparently we
here
have to
who have
stop
eaten.
this immediately because some bitch wants to be evil.
Okay, no,
What?
to my fellow Americans who've eaten a. What's
Bruh.
that?
Alex
What's-
has asked for attention.
Oh, sorry.
Well, now she's just eating.
I was going to say. I was just going to say, for the record, it is not Scottish for once.
That's true.
True.
That's
True.
true.
Also,
New Zealand.
I am regretting making the dumplings.
Oh, you got some. You got some bubble guts.
Oh man.
I'm
That's-
gonna screenshot this and send it to Tim Hickson and ask him what his response is.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to.
That is
ask my
that
fellow
is
Americans in
absolutely
here.
vile. I mean, it's definitely the
Who-
one on the left.
Okay, if you've had a fillet of fish at McDonald's, doesn't that cheese look like how they put the cheese on the fillet of fish? They just slap it in there.
Not having.
I've never had a fillet of fish at McDonald's.
And there's no fucking chicken on that fucking chicken burger. What the fuck?
I would.
It looks
riot.
like it looks like it looks like a chicken nugget.
And the fries on the left one are Belgian, so you know they'll be good. So that's definitely for $4.
You go with the
With sauce
Belgian
on the
one.
loose, fantastic. That's, I mean, this is a no brainer.
Yeah, this is
I
high
forgot about these.
baby.
The 10% are just because of Hideo Kojima's presence.
Double bacon pulled pork cheeseburger.
Okay, these both.
Mm.
Yeah, definitely that.
Both of these look okay.
English people go fucking mad for this shit.
Yeah, they
There's
love their
some good
pies.
fucking pies. It's got to be said.
Well, I'm more of a fan of pot pies than whatever the British do.
But I think the right one is going to take this one. Honestly, it looks very satisfying right off the bat, and it's not very
Like,
expensive.
everything except for the bread on that burger actually looks pretty good.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
bread
the
looks a
bread-
bit weird.
Yeah, the bread looks phoned in, but otherwise everything else looks good.
$4.50 as well for that.
Yeah, I think
That's a good price.
deal.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Tim is actually replying to me live and has said something very brave.
Okay.
Hang on. I'm gonna ask him if it's okay to share this screenshot. Is it okay if I share this screenshot on stream?
That was good.
Okay. What do we say about this?
Right.
Right.
What?
Yeah, right.
What?
Oh, I hate the English.
I told you the English.
I hate
go
the English so
mad.
much. Okay, I was gonna say this popcorn chicken and curly fries for $16 is very, very expensive, but currywurst and fries
That's
for $8? That's also ridiculous.
Also, you're getting
Okay,
a popcorn
I
bucket.
have acquired permission from Tim to share what he said, and so this is it.
Let's see. I have never seen these stuff.
I will try to play act this.
Yes, imitate.
Tim, we are encountering this on Burger Krieg's stream. What is your response as the representative of New Zealand within the greater burger ecosystem? Oh, I've never seen these types of food in my life. What I will say, my advice is you say sorry, yeah? Is that New Zealand has a higher average food quality than Europe? You go to a random place in Europe and it's often a miss, but New Zealand has a generally higher standard. of like your average pizza, burger, etc. Also, UK fish and chips are dog shit. I've had
Yeah,
this conversation with him actually. apparently New Zealand is like very anal about its food, and this could just be like something that you know how when people how it's normal if you're from like a small country to just lie.
yeah.
Oh,
But I'm willing to go like sure he's right about this, but you have posted evidence to the contrary, so I feel like I really feel like I don't see how he has a way out of this.
Yeah, that
anyway.
cheese placement is horrible. Also, with this one, you're getting a bucket of popcorn chicken and curly fries. A
Yeah, the other one
popcorn
is
bucket.
I
It's very
will
little.
say this looks dry as all
American
hell.
movie.
Yeah.
That is true.
Popcorn bucket.
Yeah, that's USA. That's an American size, but it does look kind of dry. I'm sure he's got some sauces on the side
It's very difficult.
Where would you keep the sauces?
in
Do the
another
sauces come
container.
in like a soda container?
Yeah.
No,
If they're putting the main food in
you
a
get
popcorn
a little
bucket,
fucking plastic, little dinky shit thing. that has fucking-
Fucking
Yeah.
Tim being on stream.
I will
Oil
say though,
glitter.
No, I mean,
this price. Oh, hello, future me in YouTube chat.
oh hi, feature me. You're not
hello,
featured.
Tim.
You make it very.
You know
very
what?
awkward
Actually,
to
I
reach
will
you by your
apologize for
channel.
German food because it ain't that good. I will absolutely apologize
Okay,
for it.
I posted it in the studio of how McDonald's does its fillet of fish in the studio. That's how bad that New Zealand sandwich is.
Oh yeah, this thing
It's
you
a-
posted. Yeah, it's really vile.
Yeah.
It's
I
honestly for
missed-
like, especially like playing Scrandle. It is a uniquely bad thing. That New Zealand thing.
Yeah.
It was
I
really,
mean,
really.
to be fair, I'm sure New Zealand has very high quality food, but the way you guys played it, that
I've been
was.
told the chocolate in New Zealand is apparently very good.
Oh, I imagine it's
Which
wonderful.
again, I
but the
don't
way you
know if
played it,
that is
that's-
true because again, when you are, if I was from New Zealand, I would constantly lie about New Zealand. It would
have
never
heard
stop.
I missed
heard
any
the dumplings in
documentation
Mexico.
you did of your visit to Vienna, Tim, but I will assume it was better than Germany and do not correct me. Okay, carry on.
Oh hell yeah!
Speaking of New Zealand food, I've heard that dumplings are pretty good.
Yeah, the official New Zealand dumpling is of course a classic over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, what are we going left or right on this one?
I will say that
I-
is very little currywurst for the price.
Yeah, it's
would
it's
say.
really hard. I would go left, but like very hesitantly.
Yeah,
I'd say left just because-
the chicken does look a bit dry, but you do get a
It's
lot of bang for your
Yeah,
buck.
it's a tight sort of sitch in it.
Yeah.
Oh, are we spinning the
Tacos
wheel? Hang
from
on one second.
Mexico?
Are we
Of
spinning the
course.
wheel? I think we're spinning the wheel.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Let's spin
Spin
the
the
wheel.
wheel real quick.
I think we should finish this scramble first.
Okay, then let's finish the scramble first. It's not like I switched.
We're
over
only
or
halfway, Alex. It's gonna take forever.
Okay, I'm going to spin the wheel.
Oh god, now I have to go back
Okay.
and fucking watch the wheel spin.
All right.
Okay.
Watch the wheel
And-
spin.
Dampfnuden,
two,
Dampfnuden,
one.
Dampfnuden,
Dampfnuden.
Dampfnuden. Come on, come on, come
I
on,
hope
come on.
it's never Dampfnudel. I hope Dampfnudel is the last one.
Fascist. Oh, thank God. Assyrian.
Syrian dumplings. I'm interested
Alright.
in this.
Okay, this one. I think the first sweet dumplings that we've had. Oh no, actually, these dumplings were pretty sweet. The second, the first proper sweet dumplings that we're going to have, if I remember correctly, I think they were filled with fruit and stuff.
I'm looking forward to that, to watching you prepare those on stream and then not be able to eat it. Germany does have very, very good bread, and it's better than Austrian bread, specifically.
Shut up. No.
And you know what? I see Poland
okay.
having really good sausage. I've been to Poland quite a few times. I quite like it.
Yeah, Poland's on their game.
I got the
Okay,
MF
so
in Krakow.
For a second we have to congratulate this thing on the right for being Irish and like tastefully incorporating the flag colors of Ireland into the dish.
That's true.
I feel like
Yeah,
that
that
is
is
a
true.
nice. That is a good. I don't think the English are gonna appreciate
like
it because
pizza.
again, this is English type shit. But that does actually look like it might be worth $6.80. But those tacos look
Yeah.
really good and they're very cheap.
Oh yes, Mexican street
Mhm.
tacos.
I mean, they're okay.
Yeah. Oh no, that's wrong.
England, you continue to disappoint.
Burger with chips, cheese, and onion.
And I'm just,
baguette.
I would
Oh.
like to point out that the people who made the decision on that last thing are the people who produced this.
Yeah.
I'm just like trying to bring all of this into perspective.
Why is
I-
cheese unmelted, man?
cheese and onion
Yeah, I was
baguette.
about to ask that too.
They
Burger
really
clogging
just
burger,
put
but, like,
cheese and onion
in
on
the
a
best
baguette.
way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
the
my
burger,
God.
obviously.
And the burger is at 94%.
Yeah.
It is a really good looking burger.
Yeah.
What?
Wait, bread, cheese, mushroom paste, and tomato sauce. That might be interesting. I mean, for
Mushroom
$2.60.
Very strange. But we have already had the Parmesan gravy shit going on today.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's probably what they'll take over the
I
right one.
still haven't recovered from seeing Wigan kebab 2 days ago.
I really haven't. It's insane. It's so terrible.
Just objectively incorrect.
Currywurst mit Pommes
Currywurst.
frites.
Pommes frites. Pommes frites. Ja.
For €3?
And yum chicken. Honestly, that chicken looks so good.
Yeah, that chicken.
But
looks
that is
pretty
that
Japan
also for $3. That
cheese.
is a nice currywurst pommes portion, especially when it comes to. The
It really
ketchup.
is.
It's
good. Yeah, but Japanese Scran is usually top tier.
yeah, it tends to be.
Holy shit! I think
This is the first
that is
time
our
we've
best
scored
score ever.
above average. The first time we've done
Yeah.
well in this fucking game.
what is this?
Yay. You know what time is it?
No,
It's actually
Yeah,
7
I'm
past.
ending your
Oh.
stream using my mod powers.
No, please.
What is she doing?
Please.
She's
I'm
playing
playing with
fucking food guesser.
Oh boy! Oh boy!
Okay,
Food
no.
guesser.
Your stream isn't working.
Yeah, your stream isn't
isn't
working,
working, you suck.
unfortunately. So,
In it?
yeah, I
Hold on.
think
I'm
we're gonna
going
have to do
to
time
Skip
guesser
forward
basically.
to- Yeah.
Hold on. Hold on.
No.
Okay. This
Is it working now?
This
is-
looks like
What? Wait. What? What?
This is
Why?
this. I mean, this is like French Mardi Gras.
This looks good.
yeah, something like that.
I reckon this. I mean, this might also be Belgium. There are a few strange
Why is
words
there-
on there, so actually it might not be.
And-
You know what? This might be Portuguese. I think this is
Now
Portuguese.
it's working. Hold on. I'm about to.
It's. Oh yes. Now it's
yeah,
working.
it's this.
We're already.
Okay,
Now we have to go. Jesus, this is such a chaotic stream.
You zoom in on the car.
I
The
think
car's
we're in
grown.
Food Guesser right now, and we're
based
just
on
gonna
the
watch
ingredients-
Alex win this.
Based on the ingredients, this is Middle
Shut up.
Eastern.
Do it fast.
Ivory Coast.
Okay. I'm going for
Get it over with.
Turkey.
Shut up.
Turkmenistan.
Hold on.
Sri Lanka.
Taiwan,
tortilla, so it's
which
either
is a country.
Mexico.
There's a Coke in the
What?
second picture, so it has to be the USA.
That's true. This is true.
No, Mexicans love Coke.
up.
Mexicans love cock.
Vaguely Nordic,
South
so I'm going with
Africa.
Sweden. And I'm going with
The moon. Oh, what a surprise that Alex got a fucking 3 out of 3 perfect score in this fucking game again. Oh,
Uranus.
this is such a rare occurrence of this woman being the biggest fucking food genius on the planet. You're like,
That's why
this is like watching Formula One with Michael Schumacher in it. You know, it's just. Yeah. Let's actually. Oh, you know what I'm thinking though, because that shit on the car, it says Bianchi, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
Bianchi.
things on that sign, it does still. There's a lot of French on it, right?
I mean,
But
Elos
also there isn't
French.
What if this is Sardinia?
Isn't Bianchi Italian?
Because I feel it doesn't feel it. This might be Portuguese. This might be Portugal or Brazil because it is Mardi Gras. They have a Mardi Gras tradition. But what if this is Sardinia?
Could be Italian, but Italy absolutely does not use the.
But Sardinia, they have their own language. Oh, I mean Corsica. Sorry, I'm very stupid and dumb. Corsica.
Corsica?
Corsica is the French one.
Yeah.
Yes, now this is a guess that's mainly based on intuition. I think this might be Corsica though.
It looks pretty developed for 1920s Corsica, but we can give it a go.
Fuck.
It was it was Lisbon.
We should have fucking gone with the thing that made more sense instead of trying
Yeah.
to be
Yeah.
smart.
Your first thought.
That's
Oh,
burnt.
gee, I
as
wonder
fuck.
where this is. It looks like
It's
Jordan?
where the flag is. Where they have
Yeah.
that flag and that particular flag.
That's the flag of Palestine in it.
What if they
Oh,
move the flag?
I mean honestly, given that like every place in the world except Palestine flies the flag of Palestine, this might actually not be so easy.
I'm pretty sure this is the UAE flag, though.
Yeah, it's a bit.
Oh, you know what? You could be
I think
right.
it may well
It's
be
not
the
a
UAE
chevron.
flag. It's just a bit crumpled up. And like
Yeah, you're probably right.
the level of development is indicative of the UAE. Let's put it like that.
Well, of the time period, so this is probably in the 90s.
Seator, give me a shot of that camera.
It's a pretty big camera for the 90s, I'd say.
Oh, yeah, that's a big camera.
Probably
Could be-
80s, maybe.
maybe they're just cheap.
That's also.
it
I
could
mean,
be
that's
the s-
always possible in
Yeah.
with these kinds of scenarios.
I mean,
Well, when did the UAE become independent from Great Britain?
a long time ago.
Way
Was it
earlier than
19?
this.
Yeah, it was before 75. I want to say it was sometime in the 60s when they went indie.
I don't think this is an independence thing.
Well, no, I'm
Do you
just
think
saying
they're not
that
excited enough for
because.
it to be an independence thing.
Well, no, I'm just saying that
feel like
because if we
it was
go,
an
if we go
independence
too,
thing, there would be more white guys in suits.
well, I'm just saying that
actually
so we
true.
don't go too early, because I think the UAE got independence pretty later on. I want to
My
say
only
like
question, really, I feel good about 75.
Yeah.
My only question
Yeah.
is it Dubai or Abu Dhabi?
I think
Because
Dubai was actually kind of a shithole backwater for
Is
a
a
while.
recent, yeah, it's a
very
Abu
recent
Dhabi
thing.
was
I
like
think
the
it would
bigger
be
city
Abu
back
Dhabi
in the
more
old
than-
days.
Fuck it. It was Dubai.
Fucking damn
It was Dubai.
We think too
And
much.
it also was the
Oh
independence.
my god.
Oh,
See, 1971.
you
Wow,
can't
that's
have an
late.
no,
You
it
can't have
wasn't
an
independence. It was unionizing the different
Oh, union.
Emirates.
We're unionizing.
Yeah, workers'
Emirates,
rights.
Emirates of the
Union
world
guy.
unite.
The big union guys
Is that the
over
Al
in the fucking
Jazeera logo
UAE.
on his thing? Okay, so I'm.
That is.
This
Is
looks
it
like
Shinzo
Japan.
Abe?
This is that's not Shinzo Abe. No.
No, is it like the assassination commemoration or whatever?
Yeah. Why would he go
They-
to the
they
Shinzo
celebrate
Abe
slavery.
death house? I think those cameras are too old for that. Actually, there are some phones
That's-
too. This might be.
I mean,
like,
the Japanese love their
2010.
the Japanese love
It's
their
a
cameras.
That's true. Also.
It's a single camera setup, isn't it?
Yeah,
That
might
looks
be
like an iPhone. I think that's an Apple
2010-ish.
logo.
It might be 2010-ish. But I wouldn't even necessarily say that this is definitely Japan. What the fuck is this? Primordial Buddhism, HBS, backgammon, whatever.
The primary sect in Japan for Buddhism is Nichiren Buddhism.
So this is either Chinese or Japanese. I can't really tell from those
Is
two
this
characters.
person? Does this person have is wearing like a collar? Is this a weird shirt? What the fuck is
It
that
looks-
thing that they have there?
It's a shirt with a dark collar around it.
Okay, this is
Yeah.
a very
And
strange.
is
outfit.
this,
What is this? Is this a newspaper?
It looks like solid plastic.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah, I'd honestly say
20 characters on the flowers.
characters on the flowers.
Wait.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
Not
there
really
they are.
legible.
They're barely.
Yeah, but
I'm
not doing it.
unfortunately.
Can you read this? I can't.
It looks
I mean,
like the
we can-
fucking Skyrim dragon tongue.
Kinda does, yeah.
This is the Todd Howard commemoration.
They laid his leather jacket.
Why would he commemorate us for what? What has he done?
He
of
has
any
created
value?
Well,
the
if this
best
is
game
China-
of all
if-
time, Skyrim, which Cetul loves.
17 times.
Well, if this is China, it's definitely not West
It's not
Taiwan.
China.
It's not West Taiwan.
Yeah, I
pretty
think I'm thinking it actually might be like Japan or Taiwan, perhaps even Hong Kong. And it would be like early 2010s, I think.
Would the Chinese allow a religious figure to walk around like that?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean it's not like a
Yeah,
for
current
the
day
most part,
China. Yeah,
is
it's
not
just,
that repressive.
yeah. I mean, as long as it's a state approved church.
Yeah, I just really don't think
It's not even
this
that crazy, man.
Japan.
If it's not a huge thing, they don't care.
Yeah, they're pretty
Yeah.
hands off in their repression.
I don't know. All that I know about China was the Avatar: The Last Airbender.
The thing I'm pointing out is that I think it's unlikely that it's Japan because the inscription on the guy's thing was in English, and I don't think if you were in Japan and you'd have like a
Wait.
Buddhist organization, necessarily you would put this in English.
There's a lot of English in Japan.
That's true.
Oh,
There is a lot of English.
This Romachi is definitely Japanese inspired. Like, I don't know if it's in Japan, but it's
yeah, but wouldn't they then
Japanese
use
in-
kanji for that?
and not
I feel like
Chinese.
this is more like actually maybe even Hong Kong.
well, they would use katakana probably. But
yes,
still, yeah.
whatever that means. Yeah.
I mean, it could be using Hepburn.
It just doesn't vibe with Japan, is what I'm saying.
That's what Romachi means.
Yes, yes.
So I'm saying,
Everything else screens Japan except for this.
no, I think
I don't
none of
feel like
none of
this is
screams
Tokyo.
Japan. I really don't feel like this is Tokyo. I really think this is somewhere in Taiwan. And that's
I'm
you're also in
overruling you.
Kyoto. What is
fucked.
wrong with me today? I was completely.
Oh yeah,
the
everything
Buddhist-
in this is Japan except for this one Buddhist priest. Must be Taiwan.
No,
Might
it's
be
not
Taiwan.
the Buddhist priest. It's the entirety of the vibe was just not very. This must be the least Japanese spot in Japan. You know what? I'm going Hong Kong with this one. I don't give a shit.
This could very
so
well be Hong
Japanese-
Kong.
No, I can't be
These two
right about this.
These two characters do mean Japan.
Hong Kong, Japan.
Oh.
Pick the same street, same year.
Zoom in on that Watson's. I want to see
Scotland.
what that is.
Wait, but this is Chinese. This is not Japanese.
Oh my god.
Maybe it's the some
Scotland.
So this
Chinese
could
town
wait.
in
There is
Japan?
it. Oh, I thought that was an American
This is
flag.
Glasgow.
Watson's, your personal store. This is Hong Kong. This is fucking
Glasgow.
Hong Kong.
This is Chinatown in Boise, Idaho.
This is Glasgow.
This is Omaha, Nebraska.
This is actually Villarreal, Spain.
Oh yeah,
do
this
love
is the Basque region
Yeah.
of Spain.
Glasgow
Yeah.
in Spain.
As you can figure from the backlight.
Kowloon.
Kowloon.
Well, it says that Kowloon is somewhere else, so this wouldn't be in Kowloon.
Kowloon.
Yes.
This way.
Yeah, seems like
Yeah, it's like how when you go to the South Pole, they have like the mileage sign, like yeah.
we go to the South Pole and we see a sign pointing to fucking Lima. We go like, this must be Lima.
I think we should put like every city in the planet on like a chart
Fuck, that
and
was
make
good.
it like an algorithm that randomly selects one city and force everyone everywhere to like put up signs
Glasgow.
signaling like how far that randomly selected city is.
Glasgow.
This is in the
America.
American South. This is in the American South.
Glasgow.
Yeah,
Hang on, hold on, hold on.
I'd walk a
Texas.
mile for
This is
Kevin.
did they have Texaco stations outside of Texas?
Yeah.
Did
Texaco
they have
used to
it
be
in like 1910?
Yeah,
Where is
Texaco's an old
Louisiana?
company.
This shit could be the
It's-
50s, honestly, in the South.
I'm going.
Yeah.
In the South, it could be. This could be anywhere from like 1915 to 1960.
Sell
I
don't
your
know
tobacco,
where
Roxborough.
If I may go,
You know where
I
Roxborough
think it's
is,
Louisiana.
I have no
definitely-
idea what
Roxborough.
Roxborough. That could be anywhere in like Mississippi or Alabama.
Yeah,
It's in Texas though.
Why?
It
Well,
doesn't have
Texaco
to be.
Texaco used to be a really big company. They're not anymore, but like back before like the 90s, they were huge.
I love the just pile of rocks as the foundation.
holding up
It's
the
American.
torch.
The thing
me
is,
get the
this, you could say
background.
like, oh, this is maybe because
somewhere in the part of
this wouldn't be like the tornado
down
alley type
south in the
area.
There's a lot of tobacco advertisements. This could be in the Carolinas. Because the Carolinas did
What?
do a lot of tobacco.
And you know the house is the foundation
Anywhere
does appear
along
to be
this area.
raised somewhat.
There's only 2 Carolinas.
which does
By wolves?
Yeah, well,
imply
earlier
it
you said
floods
Mississippi.
sometimes.
I wasn't thinking about the cigarette ads.
I'm pretty sure
There's
that
a
they
lot of
used to
cigarette
smoke
ads.
A lot that they used to smoke everywhere. I'm pretty sure that that's a thing.
I bet you there's a Roxborough is one of those names that like a bunch of states have. I bet you there's like a Roxborough in both Carolinas.
Well, we're not looking for any Roxborough. We're looking for this Roxborough.
Is
I
this
know.
really
I'm just saying.
Is the Roxborough not a brand name? Maybe.
I've
No,
seen
it said-
towns.
Sell it in Roxborough.
Oh,
Yeah,
well, I think for me that was
little-
1%.
I
Whoa.
still have a feeling it's Louisiana. Like, just based
There
on
is
that.
something about
What does that
Louisiana, especially because it is like raised for flooding.
Yeah.
And I will say this. Hang on, can you zoom out?
The plants, you mean?
I think
The
are those
vegetation?
are those cypress leaves?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm not sure if they are. I'm guessing because obviously Louisiana and the surrounding areas also, but primarily Louisiana is very famous for its cypress swamps.
Yeah.
And
Also that Texaco gas pump. It's the old style pump where the way it worked was you pull up in your car, you'd say, I want to buy like 5 gallons of fuel. It pumps it into that glass cylinder at the top. So that way you can look at it and know that you're actually getting gasoline and they're not giving you like some shitty fluid. So this
That's
is pretty old.
piss.
That's
dumplings.
Dirt dump.
Yeah. So this could be like in the 20s or 30s maybe, with how old that pump looks. Because yeah, it used to be like if you had to check the gasoline before you bought it, because people would rip you off.
But since woke, this is no longer a problem.
Yes. I'm
Maybe
still
in round
thinking.
5 and have 25,000 points. That's not right.
Look,
Yeah, I think this one might be a bit of a doozy. I think this might have been a bit of a flop.
someone here in the
a
room
tad
today
of,
had really, really bad guesses today. I'm not gonna point any fingers, but it
so.
is someone in the room today.
Well, I mean,
Is
you
it
thought
just-
that one picture
oh.
was Taiwan.
I'm saying I'm not pointing any
Kinder.
fingers.
Kinder.
Yes.
This is where
Kinder.
they get the chocolate from.
Kinder, Louisiana.
Stop
Still,
killing
I mean,
the
it's-
citizens of Kinder, Louisiana to make Kinder Schokolade.
I mean, I'm gonna have to pull a Burger Creek and think this is in the Carolinas. Probably like, with the amount of tobacco advertising, I'd say probably like North Carolina, maybe. Tobacco was big in North Carolina. They have a city called Winston-Salem, and those are both brands of cigarettes. And of course, they have the Coca-Cola because everybody drinks Coke.
But they call it cola.
Yeah, they call every soda cola down there, or
No,
Coca.
they call every soda
Coke.
Coke down there.
Yeah, that's true. That's mostly a Texas thing.
Who this is like the double wrapped cigarettes.
Look, the Pepsi Cola is way in the back behind the
Yeah.
fuel pump.
Pepsi Cola,
Interesting.
fucking double wrapped cigarettes,
Pop
always
Cola.
fresh. Who thinks of cigarettes as fresh? Like, who thinks? I know that there's people who think of cigarettes as
Menthols,
refreshing,
maybe?
but like, why?
They're toasted.
I know.
I mean, this is back when they said like smoking was healthy for you. They'd have advertisements saying like doctors
Okay.
recommend Chesterfields. I told you it was North Carolina. I told
It
you.
was North Carolina.
Oh my god!
And it was
Ah.
not Roxbury, it was Gordonton.
It was location.
And
Is Roxborough
1939.
nearby? Oh, that pump is
No.
so
Yeah,
old
this
for
is
30.
This is one of the worst days of all time, and this is one of the worst streams. of all
Roxborough,
time.
right there to the northeast.
I'm pretty happy to
I'm
have
not-
brought
Wait,
this
That wasn't our
something
guesses. What?
They've been doing this every time. I feel like where the guesses are really off on the final map.
Okay.
If this is the cost of
gonna
doing somewhat well on Scrandle, I don't want it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we have time for connections?
What?
Do have to
No.
have connections.
Mm.
A fair fling thing. We had a thing.
Liaison.
Password code pin key.
Key,
Yes, of
yeah.
course.
Holy shit, I'm on fire. What the fuck?
Scale
Uh,
Vader. Bench.
Scale legend components of a map?
No.
No.
Components of
fucking-
Bench, locker, scale, things you find in a gym.
Yes, but is
Uh,
there a mirror in the gym?
Mirror, yes,
Yeah.
there would be
Yeah.
a mirror in
Are
a gym.
you the legend?
I'm the legend.
Holy fuck! That was like a minute!
Wow.
Damn. We still have time.
I like how that one Twitter user, Basil, apparently she plays connections as well, and it drives her insane.
Many people are like this.
I think
Ever
we
since
should.
I brought the low lobotomy, I can no longer try connections.
Dreidel. Oh, only 28% refined petroleum. Aluminum.
Aluminum.
Medical
Documents,
equipment.
India.
Yeah.
5,000 miles away. Okay.
Yes.
No,
Yeah.
kilometers.
To the left.
Turkey.
53 billion
To
economy.
the left.
It is the left.
Oh, I
Wait,
think
Oh, we're
Uh,
getting
would this
close.
be in Western Europe?
also if you look in like
Whoa, we are. Oh, to the
It's
right.
the Balkans.
it's like
Serbia,
behind you.
Macedonia,
Man, today is such a fucking
No.
strange day. I
Albania?
cannot be held responsible for what
No,
I
wait.
say and do.
Bulgaria. I bet no. Bulgaria is too
It's
close to
right
Turkey.
next to
Bulgaria.
Turkey.
Nah.
The Vatican.
Greece. Could be Macedonia.
God.
Macadamia.
Oh, of course, Greece. Greece. Kosovo.
What? Greece?
No.
Yeah.
Oh god damn, it is Greece. How is Greece 1,000 kilometers away from Turkey? What?
I mean, there is like
is this
water
is this
between
a
them.
Centroids thing? No, there isn't water between them. It borders Greece.
You know, Turkey has like a bit of the of the Greek mainland.
I mean,
I mean,
Greece
yes,
also
I know.
borders
No,
Macedonia.
this is for no, because the capital of Turkey is Ankara, which is in the middle, and it's probably going by distances between capitals.
This is Turkey. This is Greece.
Yes, I know about the
The problem
Bosphorus.
is that it goes off Centroids, and that really fucks it up.
Also,
why is the number one
is
export
this
that Greece
1,000
has fucking
kilometers?
petroleum? What is this like petrostate bullshit?
that's
It's
true.
only 28%.
Yeah, so
I mean,
what is? Do they have
I'm
feta
surprised
cheese
they'll
in
I
do
this?
mean,
it.
in that way, you could say Kansas is like a petro state on the
Yes.
level of like Texas.
I mean,
Yes.
yes.
You know what? What a terrible day. What a terrible.
Utility meters.
Exports toilet paper.
For me, I'm very
Raised
happy.
by wolves.
Raised by wolves.
Raised by
Raised by wolves.
wolves.
Raised
Raised
by
by
Raised by
wolves.
wolves.
Raised by
Raised
wolves.
by wolves.